So a little bit different of a video today. I actually had the opportunity to sit down with April Hill, who is the event manager for GAMA and Origins. Origins is coming up. It is the con that we always go to, so you always see the interviews with all of the designers and publishers. So this is my little sit-down interview with April. Hello, April.
Hi.
You are the events manager for GAMA and Origins, but will you just introduce yourself to our audience here?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is April Hill. I'm the new events manager here at GAMA and Origins Game Fair. I started just in October, so this is going. We just had our first. Well, for me, I just had my first GAMA Expo with the company, which was amazing. We've loved hearing everyone's feedback and how excited everyone was about the show, or when everyone was for the show. And this will be my first Origins in this role. So I'm really excited to meet everybody. I've, talked to a lot of people on via email and met a few people at GAMA Expo, but I'm really excited to see everybody's lovely faces at the show.
Awesome. And for those who don't know, what is GAMA?
So GAMA is the Game Manufacturers Association. I like to, when people ask me what is GAMA, like the easiest way I like to explain what it is, it's like we're the SAG-AFTRA of tabletop.
Okay.
So that's like the only the best, shortest answer I could give is we're like the SAG-AFTRA of tabletop. So yeah.
Awesome. And we're mostly going to be talking about Origins. Origins is coming up here in June. And what is Origins?
So GAMA Expo, like taking it back, GAMA Expo is our B2B show. So that's where, all of the companies come together, show off their new products, get to talk with game stores and do a lot of collaboration and a lot of learning events. And then Origins is our consumer show. So it's our consumer facing show to where we have over 20,000 attendees come and play games and experience fun events and fun shows and stuff like that, and visit their favorite companies and buy new games and yeah. So that's like we also host over 7,000 events. We might have closer to 8,000 events this year. Wow. We are the third largest tabletop gaming convention in North America right now, making our way to number two soon.
Oh, see, that's always my favorite fun fact when my coworkers are like, "Oh, what are you doing in June? Why are you off for 2 weeks?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to the third largest board game convention in the world."
Okay, that's good, but maybe number two soon. Who knows? Like we're coming for that number two spot because it used to be ours. We've got a little friendly beef, a friendly rivalry, which is so silly, right? Because everybody in the industry knows everybody else and we all are friends and love each other. So
of course,
friendly rivalry with the number two spot. So
and you're obviously new to this role, but do you know, can you talk a little bit about the history of Origins? Do you know a little bit about?
Yeah, sure. So Origins, we just celebrated, so this is going to be our 51st year. This is going to be our 51st Origin. So, we've already had the back half of our century. Now we're starting our, we've already had the front half of our century. Now we're working on the back half of the century with, year 51. So yeah, it kind of generated, centered around wargaming and evolved into, adding TCGs and TTRPGs and all these and board games and all kinds of other events. So it's really exploded and evolved over the past 50 years.
That is absolutely fantastic. So I saw in the newsletter that this year's theme is going to be cyberpunk.
Yes.
So what kind of fun things can we expect with that theming?
I was so excited when I, joined on and heard that our theme was cyberpunk. I was like, oh, we have to get all of my favorite publishers to come to this and just show up and show out. So we've got the best of the best. We've got our Talsorian that's going to be coming, Monster Fight Club, Night Crew Games, which is new in the industry and had a wonderfully amazing Kickstarter with their cyberpunk card game. We also have Chaosium coming, Free League Publishing. So we've got a lot. We've got all the good cyberpunk people coming. So it's gonna be a blast.
That is fantastic. And I always the little Origins guy, does he have a name? I don't even know. But the little Origins guy
Crit.
themed out. What
Yeah,
was it
so
again?
Crit is our
Oh,
mascot, and I usually
Crit.
have my plushie here with me that I'm holding when I'm doing these interviews, but I did not bring him with me. But yeah, so Crit is our mascot, the lovable orange little dice goblin monster. And yeah, so you're going to be seeing a lot more of Crit. We have some fantastic new merch, like some new dice sets, shirts, socks, more adorable plushies, and a lot of other fun Crit themed things coming your way starting this year. So,
And folks, if you're at Origins, get your merch early because it sells out quickly. I had an eye and I was like, I kind of want that shirt. I'm not sure. Let me come back. That was a mistake.
and I can't wait. We have a really cool one that we have this year that is cyberpunk themed, and the design on it is spectacular, and you're gonna want to get your hands on it. I can't wait. Maybe
Oh,
I'll give a sneak peek in the next newsletter or two. I don't know. We'll see.
ooh,
We'll see.
okay. That'd be awesome.
Mhm.
Okay. So, what are some like hidden gems of Origins that you don't think that quite get all the love that they should? Because I know there's so much to do there. There's got to be like little pockets of something that I've been there. Gosh, I have like all my badges up here on my wall, but I've been here since 2015. I've been going,
Oh,
and I'm
nice.
sure there's stuff that I've never even ventured to check out.
There's something for everybody, a game for everyone and a game on every table. There really is something for everybody. We've got LARPs, which is kind of funny. This year, our the vampire LARP that comes every year that takes place at the Hyatt. We put the blood drive for Red Cross over by them this year.
That is
To help them
fantastic.
out. So yeah, give blood or take blood. It'll be up to you. So you're gonna want to go check that out. Go don't and it's by the food court too. So before you give blood or after, like get you a little
Yep.
snack and then go be the snack. So um yeah, we've got a bunch of role-playing games going on. We've got tournaments from Catan and pro play games and Whiz Kids. I'm really excited that we're expanding Pride Gamers of Columbus. They had two rooms with us last year, but their events were almost completely sold out
Mhm.
at the convention. So we expanded their room, and they are partnering up with Pride Gamers. So it's Pride Gamers of Columbus and Pride Gamers. They're going to be doing some events together, and Origins takes place during Pride Week in Columbus this year. So it's gonna be a
Yay!
gay old time. But we also have, stuff like our cosplay contest. We're really expanding on that. So we're doing a cosplay karaoke. There's going to be a cosplay bar crawl. So if you're into cosplay we're going to have a kids cosplay celebration on Father's Day, which is the last day of Origins. Everything's happening on Origins
It,
Week.
it always does. And it's just a fantastic, fun weekend. And yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so glad it's still lining up with Pride Weekend because that's always so fun to play some games, go outside, watch the parade, come back inside, play some more games, go back outside. The parade's still going because that parade is forever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be and we're I'm meeting with the depending on when you're watching this, I'm meeting with the festival organizer. So we're hoping to maybe do a little, collaboration. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But we
Fantastic.
were
Hey,
excited.
that is absolutely fantastic. So, have you attended Origins before?
Okay, so oddly enough, I've not been actually to Origins. I was supposed to go a few times, but it didn't work
Okay.
out because I'm formally, before I took this position, I was the community and social media manager for Modifius Entertainment.
Okay.
And it's so weird. Have either gotten sick or had
Okay.
something unscheduled. So it's been on my bucket list forever. And now it's just locked in because I'm locked
Okay.
in. Yeah.
So, yeah, I was going to ask about your favorite things at Origins, but you haven't been there. You don't. Well, you can talk about your anticipated favorites.
Yes. Oh, well, yeah. So no, definitely. Well, because I've got so many friends that have gone, and but for this one, some of the things that I'm really excited about, other than what I just spoke about, like I had mentioned our theme, you'd mentioned our theme being cyberpunk, and that we have our
Mhm.
Talsorian coming. We are doing a live actual play
Oh,
with yes, that's going to be GM'd by Mike Pond Smith himself, the creator of Cyberpunk. And
wow.
the players are going to be the voice actors from the hit Netflix show Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Oh, wow.
So you are going to it's going to be a show you will not want to miss. The event registration opens on April 25th. If all goes according to plan. And so that one's going to be a big one. They are also going to be doing signings in our Talsorian's room, event room. Monster Fight Club is going to have miniatures because they do the cyberpunk miniatures, so they're going to have miniatures. So there may be some opportunities to paint the miniature of the character with the voice actor that plays that character, and I think that's going to be so
That is so
special and
cool.
fun. I know, right? Like where else can you do something that cool? So those are some of the things that I'm really, really stoked about.
Yeah, and even just like the paint and take that they do there is so good. They give you everything you need.
Yes. And Monster Fight Club and Army Painter are some of our sponsors for the paint and take this
Mhm.
year. Neil and his crew, they are going to be organizing our paint and take. And what we've done this year is expanded, or we've added more seats to the paint and take. So a lot more people will be able to get in there and get more minis. Monster Fight Club's donated a lot of minis, so you'll be able to get us, maybe paint some cyberpunk minis in the paint and take. And but yeah, that one I'm really excited about that too.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, one thing that I'm sure if anybody has ever talked to you about Origins is that Columbus downtown has some fantastic food down there.
Yes, yes. Yeah, one of the places, because we are partnered with Barley's,
Yep.
and so our Talsorian is doing a lot of fun. Like they're getting in on the themed glasses, and they're doing like a bar takeover with them. It's yeah, so the food and they're so themed cyberpunk food items there. So that's going to be really fun and tasty, and I can't wait. I like that's going to be like on one of my first places that I stop in and try.
Yes. It's always our first place. And now Barley's has gotten sneaky by having multiple glasses only on certain days. You have to go there pretty much every day, and we do every single time. Um, they were doing themed shots, and you got a D20 with them.
Yes,
So
they're doing that.
and
They're doing something like that too again
they
this year.
were fantastic drinks, and you got the D20. They actually ran out of the D20s last year, but I still kept on getting the shot because it was really good. So,
Good, good. They should make
but yeah,
a
definitely.
game, but not like a responsible max limit drinking game
Oh,
or
of course.
something. Make a theme. Make it like gamification of well, no, there is there's a company that's coming that they do that. They have drinking D&D drinking games. Oh, and now I'm blanking on the company, but I do know they're coming. I should connect them. They could make something really special and fun next
See?
year. Yeah. So
Ideas, notes for later.
yes, yes.
So we've been talking about Origins, but just in general, board games themselves, what are your favorites?
Oh, my favorite games. I have a lot. So many games. So one of my favorite games is Dungeon Mayhem.
Okay.
And I love Dungeon Mayhem because it's like you're playing D&D because you get your deck of cards and then you're playing against each character. And they've got their Monster Madness expansion, and they've got the Marvel expansion. They've got all these other expansions, and each deck is a character or a monster. So like the Paladin or the Wizard, or you get to play a Mimic or
Okay.
a Blob. So or gelatinous cube. Why did I say blob? A gelatinous cube. And so when we're playing, I like to act like I'm the character and like do voices I have a voice for each deck. And so I absolutely love that game. It was funny because Renegade is coming out with Dungeon Crawler Carl, the
Yes.
TTRPG soon, which we were trying to get for Origins, but they already had plans with somebody else, and that's fine. I'm still going to support the project. It was funny. We were talking about it the other day, and I was like, they need to make Dungeon Crawler Carl Dungeon Mayhem expansion deck.
Oh wow, yeah.
Like you could play as Donut, you could play as Carl, you could play like you could play as all the characters, and I think that would just be so fun. But also One Night Ultimate Werewolf, because I've got a large group of friends that we get together and we play.
Okay.
We used to play weekly, but then we all started having kids. And so it was like, now it's monthly. But yeah, so we like the big, like code name. We play that One Night Ultimate, Coup. Like we play a lot of games that can be done with a large group of people. So those
Okay.
are the kinds that I really enjoy.
Awesome. Yeah, I like all those. I've been noticing that now I've been playing smaller games. It's just like me and my husband now, because of course our group is splintered and they've all moved across the states. Now it's even harder to get together. So we've been trying to focus on like two-player games and stuff. I am a huge fan of you can probably see them all behind me, of the Unmatched games.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Unmatched is such a fantastic two-player game, and everything is so themed so well.
I love that. Yeah, that's a good one. And like I bet Smash Up. We used
Oh,
to
Smash
play,
Up is fantastic.
and there's so many expansions and so many weird combinations that you can do. Like, oh, that one's fun.
Thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and talk to me about Origins. I'm just now even more excited for it because I'm ready. Like my day job, they know I'm counting down for it. So
Oh,
I am just absolutely ready. I love going to, this is the only convention I go to every year. I call it my backyard convention because I'm from the Cleveland area.
oh,
So Columbus
nice.
is just a short trip for us. Origins is fantastic because while it is a big con, it still has that small con feel. You can walk around easily. You're not bumping into each other. You
Mhm.
can stop and look at a booth and not have to feel like you're being rushed by a crowd or anything like some of the other conventions or anything.
Mhm.
So we absolutely love Origins and just excited to see it keep growing and become even more.
But not too big. We want to be.
Not
We,
not
we
too
still
big.
want, we still want to be the
Yeah.
convention that gives people that feel
Yes.
of they can actually get to sit down and play because we're the
Correct.
convention where people come to play and experience the games instead of just like you
Yep.
said, like sardines in a fish can, in a can. And,
And then what is nice is it's not that intimidating, but Origins does do a great job, and Gamma does a great job too by having like sensory rooms for
yeah.
people.
Mhm.
So if it's too much, even with the smaller con, there's still a place for you to go to decompress if you need to.
Yeah, and I'm because that's one of the areas that I am working on with our events director Greg. I've added another more conveniently located sensory and quiet room on the convention, like that's on the ground level of the convention, so it'll be much more
Awesome.
accessible for those of us that need that safe space to get away from the crowds and just take a minute. So
But I mean, even without that, as long as you just step outside, you're just in the hallway, it's usually a lot less crowded, a lot
yes.
less warm. If because sometimes in the convention center it gets warm, then at night it gets cold. So
Yeah, you can never find that. Like, it's like once the bodies leave, it's like, oh, the air
yep.
conditioner's still going. And then you're like, oh, but there's no more bodies. Um,
But yeah, again, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. And we
yeah.
look forward to Origins again this year.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Brian. I can't wait to meet you in person.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So that was my interview with April Hill. She was so nice. We ended up talking after the interview about just the food over there and other things that are going to be happening at the con. It is going to be a really, really fun con. And I think that we're in good hands with her being the events coordinator and everything. So we will see you at Origins.